finna show you. Isaiah 11 and 11. That's what I need. No, Isaiah 15 is good. We're not finna read all that. Verse 15, I should say. 11 and 15 is good. And Yah shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea. And with his mighty wind he shall shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in 7 streams, and men shall go over dry shod. And there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, like as it was to Israel in the day that they came up out of the land of Egypt. So he said there would be a highway there. That's what he said, just like when he came up out of Egypt. What does Isaiah 35 and 8 say about a highway? Y'all know what it says. So there shall be a way. It shall be a highway there. The way of Kodesh. And the unclean shall not enter therein. When we sit back and we look at, we see them coming through the parting of the Red Sea. And we see Joshua, son of Nun, parting of Jordan. And the people coming through on dry land as a symbolizing of coming between old and new. And then we sit back telling this king in Numbers, man, we not going to turn into none of your places. We going to stay on the highway of the king. Straight and narrow. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to stay walking in the Lord, knowing that these waters to the side is symbolizing baptism or the purging of your conscience, because you done been died to sin. Or what we seen with Noah, old world, new world. Old way, new way. Like the writer of Hebrews in the 10th chapter say, we done came by consecrating a new and living way by entering into the Kodesh of all by Yeshua, being consecrated by the veil, that is to say, his flesh. You understand what I'm saying? All this going into what we've been looking at all week about being made pure, about having a friend that loveth all times, a man that shows himself friendly, a brother who's close to you in adversity, sit back showing you how you got to be prepared by preparing your meat in the summer so you can have food in the harvest, because you'll be ready at this man coming. So when he done left and you had all this time to get ready, that when he come back, he don't catch you eating, drinking, and playing. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you stayed on that highway. I'm staying on the king's highway. Because that's what he told him. We don't want your vineyards. Look at again what he told you in Numbers 21. Look what he told him right there in verse 22. We will not turn into the fields or the vineyards. We don't want the waters out your well. We'll go along the king's highway until we get past you. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at Hebrews 9 and 1. Which goes back to what? Actually, Hebrews 10 and 1. Which goes back to what? What we just looked at the other day. I need to go hard. Let's slip my mind. Hebrews 10 and 1. For the law, having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of the things, can never with those sacrifices which they offer year by year continually make the comers thereunto perfect. For there they would have not ceased to be offered, because the worshippers once purged should have no more conscience of sin. So guess what? When they were coming up out of Egypt, they shouldn't have had no more remembrance of what they did in Egypt. When they passed through that Red Sea. When they were coming through that River Jordan, they should have had no more remembrance of what they did in the wilderness when they were bucking for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? But those things were showing you these things couldn't get rid of your sins and purge your conscience clean. It never could. It would show you something greater to come. It'll also show you when he told them, we don't want your wells. We don't want your vineyard. That go back to showing we don't want nothing from you people. I don't want no gift from you, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll go right past you. I don't want nothing from you. You know what I'm saying about? Because all they're going to do is turn around later and try to throw that in our face. You know why I don't want nothing from you? Because my power got something prepared for me. I'm going to do my end. He'll take care of the rest. You know what I'm saying? He said, that's good right there. That's good right there. Let's go over here to Revelation 17, because he just sat back and said that when they said no, they went to fight against him. So they got smoked with the edge of the sword. Then he said fire would come out of Heshbon and take it down. See, this man was already sure, because he said it was a, no boy. He said it was a proverb, which means it was a dog saying, which means it was a similitude, which means we got to set it in order. Try it again now. I'm going to send you right over there to your mama. You looking at your daddy because you know he gonna get you. He can't save you. Sharon trying to save you. Go see your mama. Let's see the verse that I want. 17, verse 11, Revelation. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth and is of the seven, and go into perdition. The 10 horns which thou saw are 10 kings, which received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Who remember what we seen that there's 10 kings getting power with one man? Where y'all remember what we read that at? Anybody remember what we read that at? You read it in Daniel. Abraham went on. But we read it in Joshua. In the 10th chapter. When all them kings came up against them to fight against Joshua. He said, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he's the Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Now you see that said they gathered together. Ain't that what you just read the king of Sion were doing? They gathered together to fight him, but he said he smote him with the edge of the sword. That mean Israel. It said Israel smote him with the edge of the sword. So that means that's a similitude of Mashiach. He smote him with the edge of the sword. Let's look at Isaiah 66 and 15. And ain't that something else? Because what did we look at in Exodus 32? What did they smite the people with in Exodus 32? With a sword. Praise the Lord. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, Yah will come with fire. Didn't it say fire will come out of Heshbon and burn up Sion? Why? Because iniquity is rampant in the world. They corrupting the way of Yah in the earth. These people sit back and act like that they can do anything against it. That stuff they did after they quote unquote, which they really didn't really legalize homosexual marriage, because for all intents and purposes it was already legal. It just wasn't legal on the federal level. But most of the states it was already legal. But the things that these people did after the fact, okay, y'all want to be punking, who cares? But then you had to bring, even though it was Caesar Borgia depiction, then you got to bring the word of Yah into this. You know what I'm saying? And call yourself bringing it. But at the same time, we sit back looking at it, shooting. That's a white boy anyway. That ain't the Lord.
They've been doing that.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a fact that they got real blatant with it, though, when that came out. I'm talking about the simple fact they got little 8-year-old boy dancing in the street looking like punks. You know what I'm saying? They were pulling their penis out, showing it to young boys. Man. They had a picture of a little boy. The little boy was sitting there looking like this here, like he had a look of horror on his face. Like, how dare you show me your tallywhacker? I did not want to see this. You know what I'm saying? These people got depictions of supposed to be the Lord on the cross, kissing on him, doing all type of homosexual behavior on him. And it's not about the things that we look, it's about their contempt for Yah. You know what I'm saying? They hate it. I told y'all before, there is not, with the exception of Islam, because all it is copycatting off of us, there is not a single religion on this earth that goes against homosexual behavior, save the scriptures, the book of Yah. That's the only one. You can look into all of them if you want to, and you'll find a common theme. They all can be punks. You know what I'm saying? Well, we know it's punks in Islam. Just like we know, get what? We know it's punks with Hebrew Israelites. Shoot, Troy know a nigga say he look at a nigga in the face and say, I had thoughts about men. That man for business, ain't it? Yeah. They say he say the Arabs say it's all right to sodomize a man to put a bomb in his booty before he gonna do a suicide mission. Niggas say I can plug his butt before I plug his butt, huh? What, these people crazy. They say, how you gonna try to, so this how you gonna try to justify sliding this man rectum? I need to open it up a little bit to put these explosives in there.
Oh, no.
Wow. Wow. This how these people living. Well, I'm sitting there telling you though, man, these people crazy. These people crazy now. All of them promoted. Ain't none of them against it. I'm telling you, man, hey man, and the dude he know who an Israelite called himself teaching the word that say he like boys or have thought, because you matter where you say you have thought by having sex with men, you like boys. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, there's no way around that. What was his exact words? We don't want to quote him. Huh?
He had some homosexual thoughts. And say Satan puts these thoughts in his mind.
He said he had, hold on, he said he had homosexual thoughts, but Satan put that in his mind. Go ahead.
He said Satan put homosexual thoughts in my mind, just like we have thoughts of sinning, but he put those thoughts in my mind. Don't he do that to you, brother?
Say absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? They say, hey, they say I can have some sinful thoughts, but that ain't one of them. And guess who they roll with? He rolled with at the time. You know you got to be bad to get put out a great millstone. You know you got something wrong with you. They'll take anybody.
Well, this man just said, this man beat his and watch man on man porn.
I didn't say that. I said that man was
Oh, no. I hope to God he ain't sat around and watched no man on man porn. I know a nigga who did, though. We called him in the house, though. He told we called him. Came over there to her house. He talking about, man, that was just on the tape. There's other stuff on the tape. Nigga say, why you ain't fast forwarding? They say, matter of fact, when Jeff told you that was on the tape, why did you borrow it? That was his justification when we walk in the room and this nigga watching two men having sex. It was on the tape.
What did you want money for?
Oh!
Man, I think I was probably about 17 years old, man. We done came to my homeboy house. We don't know that nigga in the back watching no flick. Grandma say he in the bike. You know what I'm saying? Man, we go back there in the room. Nigga say, well, what was you watching? Oh man, that one was on. You know when the nigga come back with that fast response? Oh man, that was on the tape. Oh, you were watching that for real. You were watching that for real. You responded too fast. You know what I'm saying? If you were just sitting, if you were just sitting in there and it just happened to come on. You know what I'm saying? Your response wouldn't be when a nigga walk in the room. Nigga, what did you watch? That was it. It was on the tape. Oh, no. But how you know it was on the tape, nigga?
You was watching.
How did you know it was on the tape? But guess what, though? I was there when the nigga borrowed the tape before we caught him watching it. Because the nigga Jeff used to have a whole bunch of flicks in his ceiling. You know what I'm saying? In the room. So he like, man, let me hold the flick. Jeff told him, man, it's some gay stuff on that flick, man. It's some gay stuff on there. And he said, all right. I said,
That's what I'm looking for.
you know what I'm saying? Straight up, he told him. That nigga told him there was some punk stuff on there.
That's a red flag.
That nigga took it with him. I say probably maybe a couple weeks later. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, he still got it. We done walked in there and caught him. I said, oh man.
Ain't the first time we watched it.
Oh, but we caught it cousin one time, boy. We come in the house, boy. We caught it cousin in the closet. Nigga say, where that nigga Jay at? That nigga opened up the closet. That nigga was in the closet killing himself. Nigga said, oh. Boy, that's be the stuff you had nightmares about that type of stuff. Boy, you don't want to walk in on that type of stuff. No, not on that flick. Huh?
Game porn.
Oh, the game porn. He was in there by himself.
That was Snoop, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What you say? That was my guy.
You know what I'm saying? He grew up with it. You know, it used to be me, him, and Breon. But that's what I told him when we was at the house. Man, that nigga told her come to the house and why do the right thing. We come in here, he got a flick on. Nigga say, come on, bro. Why you invited us over here like that, man? Why did you do that?
doing it right. He was trying to do the wrong thing.
But when we caught that nigga cousin Buck though, boy, you walk in there, man, nigga don't want to touch. Man, nigga had to go in the room. Nigga got to put a hazmat suit on messing with Buck.
Yeah, the boy with the fro hair.
Cause boy, Buck leaving bodily fluids everywhere. Boy, that nigga stand over that nigga like, you gonna come in the room? I'ma wait outside.
This nigga Buck, boy. What they said, that nigga cute. This nigga basketball court. I'm like, you serious?
Hey, but all jokes aside though, but you gotta sit back and look at it. It's a lot of people think that them dudes in GMS are gay, how they talk about women. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a nigga who rolled with them saying, this the part that killed me how he did it. You don't have none of them thoughts, brother? He don't do that to you? No, ain't nobody put no thought in my head to sodomize another man, nigga.
Or get sodomized by it.
Straight up.
I mean, hey, I ain't mad at you because in my personal opinion, that goes without saying. That's an exit.
No, you gotta say it.
It's an exit. Ain't no entry.
You gotta say it.
That's for pooping purposes only.
Bro, this nigga say, you don't do that either.
But guess what though? But he preached the word though.
No, bro, he don't do that.
Well, I know like this here, man. Hey, look here. Look here. What you say? Like this here, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this here. You know, over the course of time, with maturity, with the word come, them thoughts go away. You know what I'm saying? And even sometimes, man, I'm gonna put it this way: the lusting part probably should stop long time ago, considering how long he been dealing with it. I'm talking about for a woman. But when me as a man, you tell me, sometimes Satan put thoughts of me caressing you. You know what I'm saying? What that nigga say when that sweat was glistening all over your body? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? And then he look at you, he don't do that to you, brother. You don't know what I'm talking about. And that's when you might hit him with a mean lean back like, what? Then I'm see, really he don't know what that lean back is for. Because actually he don't even know a left cross is coming with that. Wow! Because I want to know what you saw about me that you felt comfortable enough to try to secretly entice me to your butt.
That's what he doing.
He asked him to come stay with him.
He asked you?
No, not me.
Oh.
He told me, you come on, so he come downstairs. I'm like, I'm straight, bro.
Literally, I'm bro.
Then say, how you gonna ask another man to live with you when you just told me I have thoughts about men? I have thoughts about men. It's already bad enough if you lusting for women. You lusting for men, sir. Men. So when you tell me when you out there preaching in the street, you sitting there looking at him, licking your lips? That's what I'm saying to tell you. And guess what though? Only because he know the man personally and he can verify that. He knows this. But you think he the only Hebrew Israelite walking around here thinking about boys?
No.
Just like you know it with Christians around here thinking about boys. Sometimes how them dudes be going off on women, you sometimes nigga wonder. Cause ain't no straight man in the world finna be talking bad about a woman like they be talking bad about her.
The black man destroyed us. The black woman destroyed us.
He said, I like your Power Ranger suit. I like the way you wear them gloves. No, I'm trying to be. I know some of y'all done seen these dudes in action. You know what I'm saying? They talk about women bad. Bad.
That's what you get. You put your mouth on that dirty seat.
You know what I'm saying? Guess what, man? We know it's some floozies out here, some skanks, some whores. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. But that don't mean I hate a woman. Like, what am I do with a man? You gonna be talking that bad about a woman, ain't no woman gonna mess with you. They gonna look at you and tell you why don't you live with your homeboy, let him cook for you. Some of them old sweet booty niggas probably be like, that's not a bad idea. Nasty nigga. Isaiah 66:15. I don't understand these niggas, man. I'm talking about, I don't even see how they do. Some of them say they preach like that so they can marry them Hispanic women. They preach like that so they can be on the low. Dumpster diving. Dumpster diving. How what them niggas doing? They digging in garbage, nasty bastard. Dumpster diving, nasty nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real, man. I'm telling you that. That's just my opinion. Any man that talk about women in the fashion that they talk about women can't like a woman. Can't like a woman. You know, our women do some foul things. Our men do some foul things. Our women need correction just like our men need correction. Our women need direction just like our men need direction. But there got to be a limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You got me wondering. It's one thing that nigga I told y'all about that's known for eating a women's vagina. It's one thing that nigga said that I respected. That nigga say, boy, that nigga say, man, you got to bring something different to the table. You know what I'm saying? That nigga say, man, you ain't finna be, like I said, he say, boy, I need some jelly with my peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? That nigga say, I need something moist. I say, boy, I salute you, sir. I ain't mad at you. So I can't do nothing with 2 pieces of peanut butter on the bread. They get stuck. But I'm real. That nigga say, you got to bring something different to the table. That's true story though. You gotta bring something different. Oh, wide back, rough skinned nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this nigga. Back wide in mine. He walking around here talking about check out my lat spread. Nigga walk around here flexing on you. Look at my pecs, bro. Look at my pecs. Like they said, come on, man, you need something smooth, boy. You need a little moisture around here. That they said, they say, as a man, I'm hard enough. You want to lay on something soft. You know what I'm saying? Lay on this nigga. Now we both around here got rug burned. Oh man, I'm straight. Guess what? And guess what? And y'all is the only power under heaven which can be called God. That's against it. That's against it. That's against it. I mean, well, we started there. We started there. I did what tripping on that nigga say the Arab say, go ahead and open him up. What's wrong with these people? And you want me to be a Muslim? You niggas, y'all nigga undercover punkin'. Allah Akbar. That ain't what the nigga say when they try to get your booty and put a bomb in there. He talking about Allah Akbar. You gotta go do the bomb in Muhammad Yosef. Allah Akbar. I gotta plug you first to put in the bomb. You gotta do what? I'm not sure about this. Put the bomb in your butt, nigga. And say, I got to, that makes sense. To get my 70 virgins, you got to sodomize me first. For me to have sex with 70 women, I got to be sodomized. But they say, why not Islam? Try Muhammad. So you know what that means, what Muhammad was doing? Say no more. I said, that's why the man got to come back with the sword. Because they corrupting the whole way on the earth. This is what they promoting in the earth now. Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism, Christianity, Judaism. It don't make no difference. Because you know them Jewish people faggots too. They like to put their mouth on little boys' penis talking about circumcising them. So you know they put them on grown men.
Circumcised them.
Straight up. He's circumcised. Grown men. He gonna tell them, talking about, I gotta circumcise you, sir. Sir, I'm 52.
It's okay. It's in the Talmud.
Isaiah 66 and 15. Y'all don't even want to know about the Talmud.
Well, yeah, y'all
You don't even want to know about that. Because they say the Lord is that Mary is burning in hell in hot excrement. And they say that she was a penis-sucking whore. I'm telling you, you don't want to know about the Talmud. Man, that, oh boy. For behold, Yah will come with fire, and with his chariots, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with his fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by a sword will Yah plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yah shall be many. Hold on, because I didn't hit it. Isaiah 14. We got to show the other instance just to put it on this tape of a man coming, going, and coming back. We ain't even get around that, did it? We ain't have to do it. Well, let's look at verse 9, because that's why we read that John 5:25. Tie it all in, make it all make sense. Let's see what verse 9 say. Hell from beneath. Gentlemen, what the word hell mean in Hebrew? What's the Hebrew word for hell? Sheol. And what the word Sheol mean? So that means the grave's going to move. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. So that means he coming in. We know what 1 Thessalonians 4:13 said. The dead in the Mashiach shall rise first. So they gonna meet him at his coming. Guess what? What Paul get that from? And we gonna meet him in the air. He said, it stir up the dead before thee, stir up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. And all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we are, art thou become like unto us? Because it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. You know Hebrews 2 and 14. You know Galatians chapter 4, he was made under the law, born of a woman. So now we see him actually coming. We talk about in the flesh, we actually see him coming in the end and him coming in the flesh in 2 verses. Because from verse 9 to 10, it switched just that fast. It went from the resurrection of the dead at Hamashiach's return to him actually coming in the flesh. No lizard. So let's look at verse 14. Well, let's look at verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How thou art cut down from the ground, which did weaken the nations. So again, we see him coming as a man, right? So then we look at verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So before he could go back to the heavens, he had to die first, right? So we see in verse 9 him returning. We see in verse 10 him coming in the flesh along with verse 12, and we see verse 14 him leaving. So we got all three. Just not in sequential order in the verses. He broke it down. We actually got his death, his resurrection, and his birth, and his return. Same chapter. Just like when we look at Exodus, we seen Moses coming. We seen him go up to the mount. We see the people say he taking too long to come back. We seen him return and execute vengeance upon all those who are disobedient to the word of the Most High. You know why? Because they wasn't ready. They thought it was a game. They actually said he delay his coming. Let's eat, drink, and play. He taking too long. Let's look at Revelation 19. How much? What it read?
Too long. 2:27.
Yeah, we about to get out of here anyway. 19 and 15. Well, 19 and 12. Make it 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. You get ready to cut off. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Well, okay, I had another verse there. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Elohim. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth go a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations and rule them with a rod of iron. And he tread the winepress in the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty Elohim. We didn't go look at it, but you know in Revelation 18, it said that great city, that fire that come out of Heshbon to burn Sion, is that fire coming out of Mashiach to burn Babylon. You know what I'm talking about? He gonna smite them with the sword. Let's go ahead, Matthew 5:17. Call it a day. It's 5:30. He said we had 2.5 hours anyway. That's good enough. He just straight bogarted you, boy. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I come not to destroy, but to fulfill. For truly I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. Praise y'all for Yeshua HaMashiach in the word. Don't get on. But you see, back, look at it.